What a lovely day! Woohoo!
That's right, the woohoo is for 193. Can't believe it, but yes, we dropped another pound as we can see on the chart. It's looking really good. If you notice the daily from yesterday, we had 13,000 steps and a good 800 and something calories burned. Very well done.
Alright, so doing my morning run walk, and I just completed the 1 mile mark, which I try to run most of it, and much better than yesterday. Came in at 9 minutes and 42 seconds. That's not bad. I think maybe part of it was I wasn't trying to talk on camera. So all good. I'm going to shut this down now, finish out my walk, and give you some updates later. Thanks again.
So you may be wondering, what the heck is your diet plan? What are your exercise goals? How you plan to achieve what you're doing? Well, if you can look on the screen, you can see that my diet plan, this is what you normally see from the United States, kind of the pyramid of, eat less of this, eat a little bit of this, eat more of these things, and eat mostly these things. Well, I don't know. So diet is a 4-letter word. Like the basic recommendations is the average person needs at least 2,000 calories a day. But is that really the limit? It depends on what your kind of exercising is. Are you doing weight training where you're trying to put on mass? That's not necessarily what I'm doing. I am trying to get fit. So I'm trying to bring back what little muscles I have at the same time as burning fat. So that's just something to be cognizant of. The 2,000 calorie limit is out there. You'll hear that a lot. And that's what a lot of the calorie counting apps are for. They want you to look at your food and, look at the label that says how much is this worth calorie-wise? How much is a cup of coffee worth? So a lot of these apps out there will provide that for you. You type in what you're intaking. I'm having a cup of coffee. Having a cup of coffee, it's about 6 ounces. I have cream, a little bit of cream, and maybe a spoon of sugar. Let's say that. Or I use a creamer additive, a flavored creamer additive, and you plug that into the app and it automatically calculates, oh, you just took 150 calories. And it will count the calories for you. Now, for a lot of people, that really helps them. I don't particularly do that. There are some things that I'm not going to give up, like I'm not going to give up my cup of coffee. I have 3 cups a day, which I've already talked about. I'm not getting rid of that. I'm not. But if I look at a bag of jelly beans, what is that, 1,000 calories? I don't know, something crazy, but I'm getting rid of that. That's out of here. Can of Coke. I think that's pretty high up there. I think it's 220 or something. I don't remember. I haven't seen a can of Coke in a long time, but I haven't had a can of Coke in a long, long time. I used to drink that all day long in my first job. So if you need counting calories, then go out and get an app for your phone and start tracking it. The way that you lose fat is that you burn to a deficit. So if 2,000 calories is the limit and you do exercise, let's say I get in 1,000 calories a day. So now if I eat up to 2,000 calories and I exercise 1,000 off, that means I only got 1,000 calories. Your body needs to burn that from somewhere, and typically it's going to try to burn it from the fat. There's a little bit more science behind that. I don't know it all. I'm sure you can look it up and research it. So what kinds of food are you going to eat? Well, for me, I'm going to stick to meats because I like meats. A lot of people go on a vegetarian type diet. More power to you. I can't do that. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to cut back on my breads. So you see there, it says eat most breads and noodles. That's wrong. If you look at most of the science, it shows that if you cut the pastas and the breads from your diet, go to a low carb, what they call a low carb diet, low carbohydrates, that actually helps you lose weight better. So that's what I'm doing. Now, am I cutting it out completely? No, I'm not. But I'm not going to eat it every day. And I'm not going to eat a lot of it when I do eat it. So usually a lot of protein I try to eat. I will eat cheese sticks. I just ate one, by the way, as a snack after my run. And that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I'm going to do. You decide what you need to do. Carrots, celery sticks are good little snack type foods. Nuts, like I mentioned before. So some nuts are very, pistachios, by the way, are very good. Flavor-wise as well as nutritional-wise. Now for me, I can only have a certain amount of nut type nuts. So peanut, pistachio, almonds. Can only have a little bit. For some reason, if I have, more than what I probably should, I will get really, really bad stomach cramps. So I can't partake of those. I love them. I love pistachios. I used to sit and eat pistachios all night long. But I can't do that anymore. Don't know why. Probably should go see a doctor, but I'm not going to. So you got to determine what you're going to eat. I'm going to eat meats, steak, hamburger, chicken, pork, some pork, depending on the pork. Fish. I like some fish, but not a lot of fish. So those are things you need to look at. Fruits and vegetables, of course. And eggs. I love eggs, scrambled eggs. I love to get a omelet, like a 3-egg omelet with cheddar and bacon. So for me, breakfast, that's one of my go-tos. And then always, as always, consult your doctor if you're in question, if you have any concerns. I'm not a doctor, like I said before. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just a dude on the internet. If you have any really concerns, you need to go consult somebody who's more a professional. Weight loss versus fat loss. So this was really interesting. I saw this graphic somewhere, and weight loss, yeah, the scales go down. My scale's gone down 3 pounds now, 3.5 pounds in 3 days. But do I keep my muscle mass? So I think I was on the weight loss part first, because yeah, the scales went down, but I feel like I lost a lot of muscle mass, and that's not good. So what I'm trying to do is do fat loss as opposed to weight loss. And the scales are going to go down, but I'm going to keep some muscle mass, what I need. And that's if you do the weight training and eat proper proteins. You look leaner, you look more fit, you still have good cardio, all that kind of good stuff. So that's kind of what you want to do, is that my key is not to just have weight loss, because I don't want to lose muscle mass. I don't think anybody does. You want to lose the fat. So that's my plan. Again, fat loss versus weight loss. You're going to want to look lean, more toned. With the weight loss, you're just eating a little less food. You don't really have a lot of knowledge on nutrition, and you're only doing cardio. Well, that's not good. You do want to reduce the caloric intake if you can. I find that once I started this, I was reducing just by nature. It just seemed like I was eating less. I don't go out to eat anymore. Man, when you go out to eat, they serve you so much food. I end up cutting it in half, or I only eat half of what they serve. And you get a big burger now, and you get a big plate of fries. Well, I don't want all of that. I only maybe want half. That's all I can eat. I physically don't feel like I can eat more than that. So that'll happen. So learn what you can eat, what you can't, or what you should reduce. And as time goes on, you can reduce the bad foods more. Get into some of the weight training. So that's what I'm trying to start to do. And you'll come out better. So you must have the weight training, as I mentioned. And then daily aerobic is what I call it. So I'm going to try to do some exercise that help up my aerobic exercise, the heart rate. So the jogging, the jumping jacks, those types of things, that'll help with the aerobic type things. And we might try to do some dance and stuff. I don't know. What I want to try to get to is doing like 30 jumping jacks. So one day I'm going to do 30 jumping jacks. Try to do 30 push-ups. I didn't make it yesterday at all. 25 high knees. So that's another thing we haven't done. And 20 squats. Haven't done that yet either. So that's a lot. Jumping jacks yesterday, when I did 100 jumping jacks, my upper thighs were burning, believe it or not. So if you look at the chart, you can see that doing the 30 jumping jacks, not that bad. Then the 20 high knees, okay, and then the 20 squats, your upper thighs are going to be burning. Don't forget, the upper thigh muscle is one of the largest muscles you have, so that's going to really help. Daily weights, this is what I really should be doing. Let's see if I can go back. 3 sets, 15 of each. So curls, we did curls yesterday. Shoulder press, oh God, shoulder press was hard yesterday. I only got 1 set. And shoulder shrugs, we didn't do any of those. So I'm going to try to pick those up, and we'll go from there. Anyway, I know this was long again, but I just wanted to go through what it was that we were trying to do. And I hope that this helped a little bit. That's my plan going forward. I was really surprised and shocked that I was down to 193. I think if we keep going at this pace, it'll help. But remember, you're going to start with a fairly significant drop, and then it's going to start to plateau. And when you start to plateau, you got to do other things. Mix it up and try to get some more sharp drops. So we'll get there. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.
That's all, folks.